again, Jesse Palmer. I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
UCF has a unique stadium, the Acrisure Bounce House. Florida tries to get this going loud and proud in Orlando. It opened in 2007. Nearly 50,000 fans pack it in to make sure that is loud and crazy for the Golden Knights. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Bears' offense will be first on the attack. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So UCF's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes Alonzo Barnett. Passed for more than 350 yards and 3 touchdowns in his last game. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Oh, they're after him! That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing at the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The run inside. It's Charles. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Knights will send out the punt unit. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Snags it quickly on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and finding some room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Makes the catch. It's Livingston. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Lagway to the air again. Makes the catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, just trust your guy. You know, you got your guy running a corner route. It's man-to-man coverage. Throw it up top. Let him catch it on top of his head. Really nice job by the receiver going and getting that thing.
Got his man, and he's into the end zone.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Pulls it in. It's Watson. The Knights in a good spot here with second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Heaves it deep. He's got it for a big play. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And, man, that has to be frustrating for this defense. You give up a big play, what do you want the secondary to do? Man, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback at some point. And it just, he kept...
Makes a catch. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. The Knights line it up with a 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. They'll run the option. Pitch looking for the corner. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. The option look. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Knights!
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Morris. Grab near the marker. It's Lagway. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bears!
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Maybe a crease. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Turning it on. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. UCF wants to take a moment. They use their 2nd timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The Bears have it with a 1st and goal. Ripping through the defense. Now the Knights will call their 3rd and final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Now on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Baylor!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. A strike downfield. He's into the open down the middle. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Under fire. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The holding penalty pushes them back. It's 1st and 20. He wants to throw it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Good, solid tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He'll do it himself. Ball is loose. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, And the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Motion from the wideout. Off-play action on first down. He'll throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll try the run. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground. Moving out to the right. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror. Looking to scramble. Keeps it and gets the first down. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give on the inside. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Lagway with the catch. It's Livingston. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation. And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. The official says no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside. Even though we're winning and you failed, now this defense better step up and respond. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing. Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger. Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone. There's a crease. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Bears, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Throwing, Lagway. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass.
fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And what are they cooking up on 2nd and short? 3 receivers lined up to the left. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Finds his target down the middle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. The Knights have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Going to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Great coverage, and it's so hard when the ball's thrown down the field to stay patient. Like, not to grab the guy, not to start to overreact to the football. Nice job staying a little bit patient when the ball got there, deflecting it, knocking it down.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Quarterback on the keeper. He's not quite going to get there. They'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that 1st down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the 1st down marker. Turnover on downs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They feed him again, and he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being real.
There's some room. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Hands it off on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. to shoot. Quick toss to the right. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's fourth down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Snagged out of the air. How about that tackle to stop him short on fourth down?
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
They'll go right back to him. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air. It's Barnett. It's complete to the right.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
It'll be 3rd and long. They just keep firing. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Going to the running game. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative one.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And that is how we will wrap this one up. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know